Welcome back to 5 Minutes with Philly FileMaker. We are at phillyfilemaker.org, and joining me is an FBA award-winning contributor to the FileMaker community, Molly Connolly. Molly won the FBA award last night for contributions to the FileMaker community. Did I get that right?
Outstanding contribution.
Outstanding contribution. So congratulations, first of all.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, that was a great night.
It was fun. It was a surprise too. So I was like, oh, it's a girl.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
So what are you bringing to DevCon this year?
So this year I'm really excited because we're trying something a little bit new. So I've got 2 workshops, and they're both going to be panel discussions.
Okay.
One is going to be vertical markets, and the other one we're going to do together, the continuous improvement, basically about training, professional development.
Let's talk about the vertical market one first.
Okay.
First of all, who's participating in the panel?
So we've got Matt Navarre is going to help moderate, and then we've got Dave Johnson, Facility Wizard Software, Jeff Huff, Pre-1, and then Joe Mastriani from Happy Software. And
what do you intend to get? Like, what's the goal if I'm an attendee and I'm going to come to this panel? What am I going to hear about from these different perspectives?
Yeah, great. My goal with this one, I've been doing a lot of consulting with people on their products and services.
Mm-hmm.
So the last couple of years I've spent time trying to help people develop their verticals. And it's the same kind we've talked about before. Okay, you've got to custom develop the software, so there's that whole process.
Right.
But then there's an entirely additional layer of the support, the upgrades, the rollout, the sales, the marketing. And so as I've been helping people develop their software, I've gotten more and more curious about, how do these guys do it? How do they take it to the next level? So all 3 of these guys, and actually Matt too, he's got a vertical out there, have been incredibly successful with rolling out. It's not just 1, 2, or 3; it's hundreds.
It's a different world from custom development or in-house development.
And it's been fun to talk to them about how they are software companies.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you, like me, if you had a solution and you sold it more than once, you're like, but it's a different world to say, hey, I'm a software company, as opposed to I developed a FileMaker solution and sold it over and over again. So my goal is to get these guys talking specifically about the jump from kind of productizing to the vertical market solution, talk about some of the challenges, best practices, and then open it up, because I know a lot of people in the audience also have very successful vertical market practices. And my goal with doing it as a panel discussion was really to tap into people who have this expertise.
Mm-hmm.
But also I'm excited that we're doing this at DevCon because the workshop kind of opens up a room that you can actually have a discussion.
Right.
So.
And the continuous improvement one is on Wednesday afternoon, and I'm participating in that.
Yes.
And who else?
And then we've got Bob Bowers, Soliant Consulting, and we've got Jesse Barnum, 360 Works, and Kirk Bowman from Mighty Data. And my goal there was to say, listen, here's developers like us who've been doing it for a long time.
Right.
How do we stay at the top of our game? How do we, and especially people like Bob and Kirk and Jesse, how do you keep your team up to speed?
Right.
The other angle I wanted to put out there was I've done a lot of recruiting work, and so the question is, how do you evaluate developers? So I think a lot of people, you might think, hey, I'm a great developer, but you don't know where you fall in your skill set.
Sure.
So I thought it would be fun for the audience to hear how these people hire developers, what skills they're looking for, what is it, coding? Is it the soft skills? What is it that distinguishes a good developer from a great developer?
That's going to be a fun panel.
I think so, because I think everyone is always kind of curious to see how they rate and how they rank and how they're doing, and then also to figure out how you can get better. So. Well,
last year at DevCon there was a panel that sort of it became a very popular. It was a very popular thing, an on-conference workshop.
Yeah.
That was a panel that you participated in. But it didn't stop at DevCon. It led to long-term discussions that followed for months and months and months about this topic.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that experience, and did that influence this push to include more panel discussions versus one-way presentations?
I think it definitely did for me, and that's why. So yeah, the unconference we did was just a blast. It was really fun, and I loved. John Sindelar, I'm working on the steering committee at Pause on Air. He talks a lot about, you come to these conferences for access.
Mm-hmm.
You want to share information, you want to get information. And so the panel discussion is such a great way to, more people to participate in, the dialogues that go around at the coffee table. So anyway, so yeah, that was a great one. And then when I proposed it this year, same kind of thing. I thought, if we can get a dialogue going and again kind of build that community. So maybe in this room of people that have vertical market applications, maybe they continue the dialogue.
Sure.
Or maybe they find somebody who's, who can help them out, and you can just continue to have that buddy system. I mean, that's been really important to me in kind of coming up, is finding other people that can, how did you do this?
Yeah.
How'd you get out of that? How do you fix it? How do you get better?
Are there more unconference panels this year?
There's one more that I'm actually going to sit in on. It's Stephen Gallagher is putting on. It's another panel on value, and so the idea, as opposed to value billing, which is what we were doing last year,
right?
It's more selling the value, benefits, talking about ROI, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So I think that'll be interesting.
Do you know who's involved with that one?
Yeah, it's so Kirk Bowman, myself, and then I think Richard Carlton is on the.
Okay, that'll be a good panel too, and that's today.
Yeah, and Matt's moderating that as well. Matt Navarre.
So we might not have this out yet today, but hopefully people will see this to maybe come to tomorrow's session as well. Yeah, one more question: how's motherhood?
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. It's just this has been an amazing year for me, and so I'm really happy. And that's been another thing that's been great to share with all my friends here.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. Thank you very much for coming and joining us again. 5 Minutes with Philly FileMaker. We're at phillyfilemaker.org.